Hey guys, we are live. Nice. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of like rig R&D basically. So for a couple weeks I've been trying to follow some of this Ollie guys tutorials and yeah, today we're just going to go through them. I'm trying to make like a cool eye that he rigs. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm going to cuz this what I'm following now is going to be free. It's from his core rigging series. That's a free PDF you can download on his website. So we'll start there, and then I'm going to try and do some of his flesh uh, tutorials. All right, let's see. So I'm basically following like his recipe book. So forgive me if I missed the chat because that's what I'm looking at right now. So first thing he says, create a peg. We'll label it whole sphere. Right, and this is kind of the first time I'm following this, so it might be a little bit tough. Add a drawing note to the peg. Label it sphere layout. Okay, so we can use this. Sure, Ollie, sphere layout. Okay, connect. Create a keyframe. Got it. Easy so far. Select the peg, not the drawing, and press show controls. Okay, show controls. Appear in the camera, a multicolored point will appear. So this is what we want. This gives us the 0 location. Sphere layout node. Using the peg point as a reference, draw a small circle around it. Okay. So I guess to make sure it's like completely in the 0 part. Marlo, what are you crying about? Do you guys hear my dog crying? Claude, do you want to be in the stream or are you working? Use the peg point as reference. Okay. Draw a small circle around it. Next, copy the circle and paste it in the same position. Okay. Copy the circle. And anyone else who's followed this tutorial before, I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Okay. And we make it big. Maybe not that big. So like this. Next, select the sphere layout and use the peg as a reference. Draw a small circle. Right? Next, copy the circle, paste it in the same position. Okay, and then we make it in the same place like this. So this is like drawing an arm, I guess. Excuse me. Large circle will represent the sphere's circumference. Okay. Then draw a square from the center point while holding Shift or Alt. Draw it out to the position. Okay, so now we got to draw a square in the middle. Let's try it like this. I think I'm gonna try and match this up a little bit better. Right to this origin point. Because I think what I'm doing right now, is like the first step to building a proper, like, constraint eye. And I really want to do that. Okay, what the shit is going on here? Let me try this again. I need to do a square. Hold Alt and Shift. We just wanted to touch these corners. Okay. Just maybe shift it over a bit. I'm not exactly sure how like accurate you have to be. So let's do it like that, as close as we can. Okay, so we have something like this. Also, I just went to Taffy on the weekend. It was pretty cool to see some short films, guys. So, you know, anyone else go to that or follow that? It's like a big animation festival here in Toronto. Okay, and then he says, draw 4 circles where the square hits the circle. So these points, we're gonna draw some points. Let's go where the square hits the circle. So hopefully I don't have to be too accurate with this because it's not accurate. Like, I don't know. I'll also do this once I get more comfortable with this process. I'm gonna do an actual tutorial on it, like a full video. But I figured right now, while I'm learning it, let's do a live stream and then we could kind of learn together. If you guys see something, you could tell me to stop or whatever, or give me some advice. It just forces me to actually do it as well. Okay, we got the 4 points. If you want to get fancy, this actually really helps. Change the square to a dotted line, then copy the main circle. Okay, let's not get fancy. I'm just going to keep it like this. Let's step 12. Now get a multi-point constraint and 5 pegs, and attach and label them as shown. So he has a diagram here. I've never actually used a multi-point constraint before. So, multi-point constraint. Multi-point constraint here. He connects it above the sphere layout. And then he grabs 5 pegs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and kind of arranges them. Kind of like this. So 1 in the middle, 2 on the side. And he labels them AL. Right, this guy Ollie, I don't know how he would ever figure this out, like he is a crazy master when it comes to Toon Boom. And he makes it so simple. Like I don't understand how he can break it down so easy. So ALOU center, BU, and BL, and he connects them like this. Center goes in the middle, like that, like that. Okay, and then we connect them all like this to this multi-point constraint. I've actually never used a multi-point constraint before. Okay, let's keep organized. I think that's going to be key here. Okay, so let's just double check. We got our sphere layout. We got the multi-point constraint. We have the AL, BL on either side. AU, BU center. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Let's keep going. OJ Animate, what are we rigging? So, how are you, by the way? Nice to see you, man. We're rigging. It's going to be a constraint like I, but we're doing a whole bunch of setup. So it's a little tough to kind of picture, but I'm following this guy, Ollie Putland. He's got a whole bunch of like tutorials you can follow on his website. So I'm just following it. I was gonna do this learning off camera, but I might as well do it live, if you have any questions and you guys can follow along and see it. You'll see when we're done. It actually looks pretty cool from what I've seen. In the multi-point constraints properties, change the flatten type to project to plane. Okay. Project to plane, allow perspective transformation. Close. Right? I really want to start learning how to use constraints and expressions and stuff. Toon Boom goes so deep, you know? Now, one by one, select each of the 4 pegs and position their pivots into the small blue circles. So I guess those are going to be the like anchor points for this constraint. Okay? So this AL goes here. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be that, you know, accurate. Center stays the same. Okay, and BL. Sweet Gallery. How's it going? Nice of you to drop by. How's everything going with you? Sweet Galleria. Nice, great name by the way. Okay, let's keep going with this. Select the center peg and its properties, select locked under the scale section. So I guess you don't want to scale on the center peg. Finally, create a keyframe for all the pegs. Okay, so I'll just go here, press F6 a bunch of times. Okay. Let's just make sure everything is keyframed. Yes, we have a keyframe on everything. Okay, next. Now go to the X sheet and press Add Columns. Why are we doing that? Okay, so I have my X sheet ready up here. Add Columns. Type, select Expression. Yeah, so we're using expressions. Type the name 0. Press Add, then name another one, 1. Then press Add and close. Okay, Add. We'll name another expression 1. Add and close. Okay, next find their columns and click the 0 column header here. Okay, type the number 0 in the box and hit OK. 0 in the box, hit OK. Right, it's doing something. It's probably, storing some movement, or I don't know. Do the same for the number 1 column. Has anyone else ever used expressions like this before? Type 1, press OK. Because I know recently in like my work, together doing it so far, nice. And we're rigging an eye, so it's going to be like a constraint eye, where everything is going to be controlled by constraints, and we're going to try and make the pupil like follow the shape of the eye automatically. So it's pretty complex. I've never actually done it before, but we're following one of Ollie Putland's tutorials, basically. This one that I'm following right now, it's called Core Rigging by Ollie Putland. You can get it for free on his website now. And apparently you start here, and then we can move on to like the rest of the eye. Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, has anyone else ever used expressions and stuff? Because I know like copy and pasting things like this, it can, I don't even know what it does, but it like makes things move together. And I guess you can affect them differently with constraints. Okay, so we got that done. Now go to the properties of the center peg, and in the function pull down menus. Yeah, so functions, that's what we're doing. Like I just learned about this from this onion skin guy. He did a whole video on them, but I still don't really understand how to experiment with them. Select expression 0 for the z-axis. Okay, z-axis. We press this, expression 0. Okay. So it must like link it to that or something. I don't know. Select expression 1 for scale. Scale. Expression 1. I just don't know what these expressions do. Like, I don't know what I did there. Select expression 0 for rotation. Okay. Expression 0. Okay. Then clone the center peg twice and connect them as shown. Okay. So we copy and paste. He goes up here. He copies 1, 2, and he connects it like this. 1, 2. So they're underneath. Strange, strange, strange. But yeah, once we figure out how to do this, I'll obviously make a full tutorial. So yeah, you guys will also know how to do it. Now create another drawing, label it Control VPeg, and connect from the top center peg as shown. Okay, so now he has a composite. The sphere layout's there. He goes Control V peg. He connects it there. And from the top center, he goes like this. So we got two things like that. I don't know if anyone can even see that. Okay. Now create another drawing, label it Control V peg, connect from the top. We're done. Nice. Looking good. Create a special color for the contour, for the control, sorry. I think I already did that. Oh, no. He does yellow. We'll say control. Now draw a circle within the Control VPeg drawing using the layout as a guide to the size as shown. Okay. I'm not sure if this has to be accurate to what he did, though. Maybe that's why he drew a grid at the beginning. Okay. Something like that. I think his is probably a little smaller. Okay. And now reduce the alpha of the control color to 0 to make it totally transparent. Ah, that's what I didn't do before. So it's completely gone. I don't know why we did that then. Select the nodes and group as shown. Hold on, we're not quite done yet. Okay, let me group these. What are expressions in this case? Yeah, so from what I've gathered, because I've been learning about them this past month, I've just kind of realized they existed. It's how Toon Boom knows where to move something when you move it with a peg. So if we look at these pegs, right, they hold movement information. As soon as you keyframe something, it like has like an equation or something on it, right? And that just tells Toon Boom how things are moving, how it rotates, how it scales, how fast it's moving. And apparently what you can do is you can like copy these expressions to different pegs. So when you move one thing, it affects something else. I'm like pretty sure that's what it is. But if I can actually link to you a good video. I have to watch it like 100 times, but like onion skin expressions. This guy breaks it down. I can't find it, but I'll post it in the Discord or something. But he breaks it down a lot better. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, I think, and that is kind of how this Ollie guy uses it to get like flesh effects. You know, like when he moves the arm and this moves up as well. So we'll learn how to do that. Yeah, I honestly didn't know, and it opens up a whole bunch of other stuff in Toon Boom. It's just like a whole new understanding. So it's pretty cool. Have you been using Toon Boom a lot, Sweet Galleria? Ah, Paula, yes. Yeah, he does actually, I think. He just released the book. There's 2 parts. I bought 1. I didn't buy, like, the second part, but the what we're doing now, it's free on his website. It's like his fundamental rigging stuff. So in that book, he said, "Learn how to do this first, and then you can learn how to do, like, the eye." So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this, and then we'll see if we can figure out the eye thing. Select a node in group is shown. Have you used, expressions and stuff like this before, Paula? Or, like, ever seen an eye rigged like this? Select the nodes in group is shown. Okay, group is shown. So, whoops. I mean, I don't even think I need this right node, to be honest. Let's group them here. And I guess even I can template this when we're done, so you guys can just drag it into your scenes after this. Multi-port sphere. Am I going to be too loud, Claude? Do you need me to stop talking? Yep. Multi-point sphere, whole sphere, display, right? This is exactly what he wants. Go back into the group. Let's see, any more comments? Yeah, I've been learning to learn how to my job. Oh, nice. That's cool. Are you rigging at like a studio or something? Oh man, I really appreciate that, because I was in like the same boat and I was trying to teach myself. It's basically everything I wish I knew. There's some easy expressions. I'm learning a little JavaScript to use it better. Really? So you can actually create your own expressions in Toon Boom? What kind of uses have you seen that are applicable, like in a studio environment? What would you say, Paula? Do you see them used a lot in studios? Okay, let's go back here. Move the sphere layout node as shown. So he goes back in and he ends up doing something like this. So the sphere layout node, he gets rid of it and goes like that and goes here. Sphere layout composite. Sphere layout composite. Okay, and then this comes down through this port. Relabel the composite sphere layout composite. Okay, let's double check. This looks fine. Everything seems to be exactly how he did it. Okay, now how do we use it? He says, now to use it. Connect any drawing or group of drawings to the green output. The blue output node connects to the composite of the drawing. Okay. So we need a composite. This needs to be here like this. And then apparently we can go, oops, we'll do test square. This is what he's doing. And he plugs it in like that. The test rectangle is then selectable and can be moved around using the transform tool in such a way as to appear rolling over the surface of the sphere. You can remove the sphere layout when you're done making your model Or you can make a switch to turn it on and off using the function wizard. Okay. So look what he does. He's got like a rectangle. What the hell? Oh, I'm using the wrong color. So let's see. There's a rectangle here. What is happening? Okay, apparently here's where the magic happens. Did it work? We can select this. Oh, whoa. You guys seeing this? So it looks like a sphere. Now imagine that was a pupil. Like let's say it wasn't. Like let's say this was a circle. A pupil, which is weird. Look at that. That is cool. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, work in a small studio. So Sweet Gallery says this. That's insane. What? So people think so the people I work with don't have the most knowledge about tube movement either. Ah, okay. Honestly, small studios are the best. And you get to probably experience so much. That's awesome. So pauses, you can make a shadow fall an object or grow and shrink depending on how close to the ground it is. Really? I guess that makes sense. That's cool. Things like that. That was gotten. Man, that's actually really cool. They see like you can the possibilities are like endless, you know? Uh, yeah, right? Okay. So that's that. And I think there's more. So, oh, Sam says that might be useful for the eyes. Yeah, exactly. I've been trying to figure out how to do this. So let me pull up his other one because core rigging. This is not what I want. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna pull up his flesh PDF now because he says go to this first and then fuck, where is it? Let's go here. Ollie Flesh PDF. Here we go. Let's download it here. Hang on a second. What the hell is happening? I want to download it. Okay. That's downloading. Just give me a second. There we go. Okay, let's open it. And here, and there's so much more too. There's like, we can get into more of this after, but I really want to try these eyes out. So we have the first half done. I'm just opening the second half right now. If we have time, we can even do some of this flesh stuff. But really, it gets pretty complicated. Flesh, double deformers, semi-auto hands, epic constraint eyeballs. That's what we want. Okay, where is it? 153. Can we just jump to it? He's got like hands, fingers. What the fuck? Okay. That's crazy, man. Oh, I missed it. Where is it? Control F. Let's go. Eyeball. Eyes. What the heck? Sorry, guys, I can't find my. These are hands. Like, this is kind of why I wanted to buy the actual book, because it's probably easier to navigate. But his PDF was cheaper, so you know. If I just fucking zoom out a little bit. Uh, Hands. Here we go. Here's the eye. Let me just scroll to the top. It looks super complicated. He lays it out in like recipes. So let's see. Okay, so here we go. Method 1. The very first thing you must do is get a multi-port sphere. That's what this thing is, a multi-port sphere. You'll need several of these for this recipe. They have to be created to read blah, blah, blah. Okay, nice. So we're going to have to do this more than once. We'll get rid of this. Plug the blue connection into the compositor shown. You should see the sphere layout image appear. Yes, we see that. Get 6 drawing layers and label them. Okay. Let's do eye shape. Pilca. I don't know what this means. Semi-lunaris. Seems a little descriptive. Highlight. Pupil. Iris. And eyeball. And arrange them on a new composite labeled eyeball composite. Okay. New composite. It's kind of fun to follow the recipes like this. Eyeball composite. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't understand it completely. But it's just good to have someone like coach you through it. Now, using the sphere as a template, and he plugs that into here. Now, using the sphere as a template, in the eyeball layer, draw a perfect circle slightly smaller than the sphere template and fill it with an off-white color. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here. We'll say eye white. We'll use the black as this. In the eyeball layer, draw a perfect circle slightly smaller than the sphere. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. We'll go like that. Match it there. And we'll just drag this out. Slightly smaller. Okay. And fill it with an off-white color. Let's do it on the color art layer. But I don't know if that's right. Okay. Next, in the eye shapes line art layer, draw the shape of the eye's fleshy opening. Use the eyeball layer to guide for the shape of the ball that sits in the socket. Okay. So we draw the eye on the eye shape. I just want to see how he connects the pieces. The eye shape is in front. This long picas, whatever, is here. And then it goes highlight. And then it goes pupil. And then eyeball is at the end and iris is here. I guess it's important to get this right. Okay. Now on the eye shape, he draws something like this. Whoops. On the line art. Make it more of like an eye shape. We could probably get rid of this. Round that. Something like this. Again, this can probably be any shape, I'm guessing, like depending on the design of your eye. I'll try it later when I'm actually doing a character, and we can see if it works. Okay, that's the eye. That sits in the socket. Then on the iris layer, draw a perfect circle from the center, using the eye shape as a guide for how big the iris needs to be. Fill it in with appropriate color and draw some lighter lines for texture. Okay. So we're just basically building the eye right now. And I mean, maybe like on certain characters, it probably doesn't have to be this detailed. I guess depending on whatever character you make. Okay, let's do this as the fill. And then he says, whatever. Oh, my battery's about to die. Does he do it? I guess it doesn't matter. This is just like, okay, there's the eye. How's the chat doing? Sure. I had the first way too. I'll have to go over the second one for sure. That guy's genius. Thanks to you for this. Yeah, no, probably. Honestly, his stuff is crazy. Like, as I'm doing it, I don't know how he figures it out. And he kind of tricked me because the second book is like where the some other cool stuff is. I just didn't know it was two. I thought it was one book. But yeah, I was gonna do this on my own, but I figured it might be nice to have other people help me through it. In the pupil layer, draw a perfect circle from the center and fill it with black. Okay, so he separates basically everything. And I feel like this is the most complex eye. You definitely don't have to make it this complex. I probably wouldn't for certain characters. In the highlight, create a small pure white circle, fill it with pure white as shown. Okay, we got that. But I guess he's just covering like all his bases here. So actually, I think I need to make my iris bigger. His comes right outside. We'll make the pupil a little bit bigger as well. And we'll just make this highlight. It's kind of up here for him. Whoops. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Finally, in the Pilca semilunaris layer, create a small shaped part filled with a dark red to act as the small red part of the eye. Oh, okay, I get what that is. So again, like super complex. I would never do this. I think I've only ever seen this like once when I was working on Totally Spies. That's the most detailed rigs I've ever seen. And I guess he can do it on the line art. Actually, let's just keep it consistent. Okay. So we got all the pieces. Now copy clone the multi-point sphere 2 times so that you have 3 of them. Then label and connect things as shown. Oh, what the hell? Very complicated. So he clones it. 1, 2. Multi-port sphere highlight. Yeah, so I guess it's just like, this is just because it's so complicated. Multi-port sphere pupil. He really covers everything though. Multiport sphere, iris. Okay. And as shown, so he connects the sphere highlight to here. Oh, and these are all connected to the same peg, I think. Yeah. The pupil goes to the pupil, and the iris goes to the iris. Whoa. I don't know if it's supposed to. Maybe I need to reset everything. Reset. Oh, and since it's cloned, it does. That's cool. Now alter the multipoint spheres inside the highlight version. Remove one of the center pegs as shown. Like, how would he ever figure this out? Inside the highlight, remove the bottom one. Gotcha. Oh, but then wouldn't it remove? Okay, so we can't do that. So we gotta, I can't copy and paste. I need to drawings only, I guess. Clone drawings only. Why would he tell me to clone it? And then that doesn't make sense. Highlight, pupil. And this is iris. Okay, let's try that again. Iris, pupil. Inside the highlight, remove. Okay, so it makes it slower. I guess because those are copied. That makes sense. Remove all the blue nodes, only the green ones are left. Okay. I guess I don't need this either then. Okay. We'll unplug that. Next, in the pupil version, remove all the blue nodes, so just the green ones are left. Okay. This must have taken him so long to break down too. Next, in the pupil version, remove all the blue nodes. Okay, come out of the group and attach a peg to the pupil's drawing node and label it pupil. All right. He doesn't, oh, I guess the pivot points are all in the center. Pupil. In pupil's properties, change all the position functions to use expressions here. Oh, because our expressions carry over because we templated it. If there are multiple zero options, just pick any of them that were zero in it. They're all good. Okay. So in pupil's properties, change all the position functions. So we're doing this on the peg. Position functions, expression, 0, expression, 0. I'm guessing this is all the same. 0. In the scale properties, set it to locked, then just press the function button. Okay, scale, press that. In both the rotation and skew sections, use a 0 expression on each one. All right. In this rotation and skew. So rotation, I don't even know what this means though. I don't know what 0 means. All right. Close. Copy, clone the pupil peg twice, and connect them as shown. Then group them and label the group pupil pegs. Okay, 1, 2. Now we got pupil peg 1. Like, what? This is insane. Then group them pupil pegs. All right, group pupil pegs. Close. It's crazy too because I don't know if this is working until the end. Add a static transformation above the multi-point sphere pupil. Oh, above it. Static transformation above the multi-point sphere pupil group. Gotcha. And set the properties as shown. Check active. Locked. Where's locked? Do you guys see locked? Locked. And XYZ axis to 1.07. Like, how did he get that number? I don't understand how he got that number. Finally going to the, okay, I guess we're done there. I'm trying to keep organized as I go too. Go into the multi-port sphere iris and remove all the blue nodes except the control VPEG. Okay. Gotcha. Come out of the group and connect the blue output to the eyeball composite. We connect it right in between the iris and the pupil. We'll kind of move this over. Yeah, I think being neat in this case is a necessity, or else you just get fucked. It must be in front of the iris drawing node, which it is. Okay. Holy crap, guys. Yeah, honestly, tell me about it. His stuff is definitely not for beginners. Like, I know everyone's tutorials always say, like, oh, it can be for, you know, more advanced or beginners. His, definitely not. You need to know how to use Toon Boom to even have any hope of following it. It must be in front. Okay. We're on step 23. Add pegs to the eye shape, the pellica simulinaris, and highlight. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. Okay, I'm guessing those are just normal pegs. So eye shape. And highlight. Where's the highlight? Okay. Yeah, he doesn't really set any of these pivot points though. Connect everything as shown. Okay. So this goes into here. This goes into there. And then these, this feeds into the top. He uses a thing like that. And then the eyeball goes right up here. Holy shit. This is there. Let's like line this up. Okay. We can move these out just so they're perfect. Let me just see. Eyeball goes to this. This multi-port iris is there. This is in front of the iris. The pupil pegs underneath, static transformation. Boom. 1. Highlight. And the eye shape isn't connected to anything. All right, guys. I think we're good so far. Group everything. We haven't even gotten to the hard part, I don't think. Group everything connected to and including the eyeball. Oh, so you leave the eye shape out of the group. Composite apart from the eye shape and eye shape as shown. Oh, okay. So I need another composite. The eye shape goes in front. And then I grab all of this and I group it. So now we have this. This is eyeball. I think that's right. Eyeball, eye shape. So everything's in a group and we have that. In the eye shape drawing, fill the eye shape with a cutter color. Oh, he does it on the line art. Hang on, I have to, oh no. Yeah, he doesn't say where you color everything else. Okay, I think we're still good. I think we're still good. Going back. Everything works out. Yeah, right? Like that's all you can really do because I don't even understand it to like, you know, troubleshoot anything. Okay, so we need a cutter color. Let's make this our cutter. In the eye shape drawing, fill the eye shape with a cutter color. Okay. Eye shape, line art, cutter. In the underlay layer, create a shape in a lid cutter color. Okay. So let's go here. We'll make it like purple. Lid cutter. Holy crap. And I guess once you do this, you only have to do it once. You just template it. The lid cutter shape has to be deeper on the underside, and the pinched part needs to be almost exactly the same as the top. Okay, that's what I'm saying too. Like, how accurate do you have to be with this? So he says almost exactly the same as the top. I mean, I could use, yeah, whatever. Something like this. And then it goes something like that. And sorry, Paula, where are you based again? It's not the United States, right? You're not based there. If she's even still watching. Okay, it has to be deeper on the bottom. Like, I don't know how perfect this has to be. Or how low I can go. Let's go a little bit up. And we fill on the underlay. So actually, in his drawing, it goes like this. This comes almost out there. Okay. I think I got it right. We're on the underlay. Get two color selectors. Oh no. And a cutter, and connect them from the eye shape node. Label them as shown. All right. He did have a great idea though to make this like a cookbook, it makes it more fun. Color selector. Color selector. And a cutter. I guess this is pretty similar to how you would do a mouth, like a profile mouth. So the eye shape, we're going to go line, color selector. And this is going to be the cutter. Color selector. Okay, yeah, we do the same thing when we're rigging a mouth. So the line goes here. It's basically just like an extra line art and color art layer. The eyeball goes here, and this cuts like this, and it's inverted. Oh, I really hope that wasn't supposed to disappear. In their properties, add the line color and cutter color respectively using the plus. Okay. So here we gotta add. I hope it's this one. Okay, good. Close. And this one is going to add the cutter. Whoa! That's sick. I'm scared to touch it though. I don't want to ruin anything. Connect the master back to the top of both eye shape and the eyeball group as shown. Okay, nice. We're getting somewhere here, guys. Now we can move the whole eye. It's like an eye. It's no longer that weird thing. Oh, that's huge. Hey, how's it going? Prince, nice to have you back, man. What have you been up to? It has been a while, man. I hope you're doing okay. Hope everything's good with you. We're just rigging an eye, but a super advanced way to rig an eye, which might be unnecessary. Okay, where do you want to go? We're on step 30. So at this point, you have created an eyeball, which is cut into the shape of the socket. You can move the iris around, and the highlight will slowly follow. The pupil is capable of being scaled to create dilation. At this stage, the eye technically works, but real eyes do not move like this. When the iris moves up and down, the lid changes position automatically. Let's build that in. What? So he's saying basically now, when we move, why doesn't this follow? Oh. So I think, like it's deforming. Is it deforming? I can't move that. I can't move that. Move the iris. Where's the iris? I can move the iris around. It is deforming, but I think it's because these are not cloned. So let's try this again. If we kind of just like do this. Oh no. So I might have to go in. Oh crap. Oh, I should have templated this before I went in and started deleting shit. Not good. I think that's the problem though, because we duplicated, or not duplicated, we clone drawings only. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Nice to see you. I'll just be here struggling, you know? Good luck with all your rigging stuff. So here, let's undo. Oh man, we got to step back a lot. Because basically, like this is what really matters. Like, I don't need any of this other stuff. So I'm going to redo. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. All right, let's go Control C. Let's clone these this time. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to paste this here. Okay. Is this Izzy versus Strickland?
I think so.
Okay, let's try it like this. Okay, line. And this cuts that. But we need to go cutter. Haha! It works. See how now everything's following and moving up? Now, the thing is, though, maybe the eye is just too big. Like, what happens if I shrink it? Nothing. I can't really shrink it. That is a weird thing about this, though. So it's like when you draw it, that's the size it is, because there's no peg on the iris. It goes right into this. So I can't change the iris size. It's good to know. Anyways, let's keep going. Get 2 drawings and pegs and label them wrinkles and lid. And okay, so we're outside of this group now. Okay. Let's move it like this. I mean, pretty cool. Again, I just need to probably tweak the process. It is my first time doing this. Get 2 drawings and pegs and label them wrinkles. Add, and we'll do lid. We'll close that. Okay. In the wrinkles layer, draw some wrinkles. Okay. That's an easy one. I mean, I feel too like this is kind of complicated. It doesn't need to be this complicated. But if you ever needed it to, I guess this is what you'd want. Wrinkles. We got the wrinkles up here.
Not you, wrinkle.
Me, not you, wrinkles. I'll probably got to do it on the line art.
That's what you've been banging behind my back.
Me, not you, wrinkles. In the other layer, draw right down slightly above halfway mark of the eye with the height in the entire eye and more. Fill it with a skin color. Okay. So we got the line art. We got halfway. And again, I don't know if he does it. I'm going to do it on the line art. He does it like this yellowy color. Okay. Oh, and this is all connected up here to the eyeball. Not really a lot of control, though, I find. Create 2 pegs and connect them to the eye master upper and lower nail. All right. We're going to be using some constraints, I feel it. Upper nail, lower nail. Let me connect it right to the eyeball. Wow. For the upper nail, move the pivot to roughly above the eye shape using the rotate tool. Okay, yeah, so these are for the constraints. Did he turn this off? Because I can't fucking see. Like right there. In order to do the lower nail, roughly the lower wrinkle. Okay. Okay. Add a 2-point constraint. Let's see this chat. Add a 2-point constraint. All right. 2-point constraint. In its properties, we're going to duplicate. Oh, sorry. Select ignore 3D transformation from the flatten type pull down menu. Oh, okay. Did that. Duplicate it. So now you have 4 of them. And I guess we won't clone it. We'll duplicate it. 1, 2, 3. So now I have 4 of them. Okay, so then he says at this point things can be different. All right. So we got one up here that doesn't seem to be connected to anything. The upper nail goes into this guy, lower nail goes into this guy. The eye shape. Where's the eye shape? Goes right here. Whoops. Let's undo that. Into the eye shape. Upper nail, lower nail. Okay, that's what we want. His node is so much more clean than mine. Eye shape, eyeball, kettle. Oh, this goes into the eyeball as well. There. Upper nail, lower nail. Okay. And where does this one go? The wrinkles. Wrinkles. Then we have upper nail. Constraints are so complicated. Holy crap. And then this one is kind of just floating in space. Like that. Save that, just in case I mess something up. All right. Let's keep going. We're on step 40 now, guys. Holy shit. So he says in this, when he goes through the properties, you can do it however you want. But I'm just going to stick to what he does because I know nothing about this. In all the 2-point constraint properties, alter their settings as shown. So I should label this eyeball. This is eye shape, shapela. This is wrinkles. I just like don't really see. I mean, I guess once you make it, you don't have to do it ever again. But it seems so difficult to do on like a show. Like, look how long it's taking me to rig an eye when I can rig an eye in like 2 seconds. Okay. Still fun though.
It's fun.
So active 30, volume modifier 75, 200, 25. Okay, nice. The lid, I'm guessing that's this one. That's not connected to anything. 100. Like, where did he get these numbers from is what I don't understand. Oh my God. Wrinkles. We got 3. I think the active is just like how much it is like turned on. Volume max 90. Volume min 50. Then we have the eye shape, which is 100, 0, 90, and 50. Okay. He says the volume max and min adjust the expansion of scale in slightly different ways for each of the eye's components, which will make the movements effortlessly more organic and less like a robot. Wow. Like how did he figure those volumes? Go into the eyeball group, then in the multi-point sphere iris, open the center peg's properties. Oh fuck. Okay. Multi-point sphere iris. Let's probably label this iris. Open the center point's properties. Copy the function link from its y-axis. All right. Copy function link and paste it in the y-axis of the upper nail. So now it's like they will move together, but just on the y-axis. Okay. The upper nail. Y-axis. Paste function link. Then hit the function button for every one of the upper nail's functions so that they all have gray out numbers. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now clone copy. I'm guessing I'm just going to copy it like the upper nail and connect the clone peg between the lid constraint and the eye master peg. Why? Why does he do that? So we copy it. We paste it here. This goes there, and then this lower nail goes here. Okay, let's try and organize this a little bit. Yeah, like again, I don't see myself ever using this in an actual rigging situation. Connect the 2-point constraint lid's right port to the lower nail. Did that. Use the rotation tool. Move the upper nail clone pivot point to just above the pupil. But won't it move everything? Right? No. That's weird. What the shit? Okay. But also, why did I miss something with this lid? In the lid layer, draw a channel, have a mark of the eye with the height. I guess not. That's weird. I don't know where his eyelid went. How's it going, Family Guy? Nice of you to drop by.
His name is Family Guy.
Yeah, and it's a thing of Peter Griffin. Using the rotate tool. Okay. Create an envelope deformer around the lid. As shown, I would recommend a middle point just over the pupil to make the blink a little bit easier. Okay. So I guess we'll do it manually then. One. Oh. We want to do this. 1, 2. Oh. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 5, and we'll close it. And now we just gotta manually adjust these. I haven't done this in a long time. So strange. Okay, there we go. Get a cutter and a color selector. Label the color selector. Okay, so we're going to basically do the same kind of deal. Pretty cool, these color selector things. Okay, color selector. Label lid cutter. Lid cutter selector. And connect them as shown. So this goes to the eye shape. That's weird. So eye shape, cutter, like that. And connect them as shown. In the new color selector properties, add the lid cutter color. That's this one, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. So that's that purple color that we had before. Lid cutter. Close. Whoa. Wait a minute. That doesn't look right. You should now have an eye with a lid. Alter the position of the lid deformer so that the side near the follows the line of the eye as if it were spherical. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just like that. This looks weird. But I guess if this was a simpler eye, this would be a way simpler process. Okay. And now you have an eyeball, which allows you to move the iris around, and the lid and the eye change shape and position just like a real socket. What? Whoa. Look at that. What the heck? Are you guys seeing this? That's cool. What the shit? That's kind of cool. When it looks down, look at that. Now if I just reset that, it goes back. What? Okay, you probably don't want to move the deformers around every time they blink. So I have a few suggestions to make the process easier. What the heck? It's kind of cool. Can you give us a Yeah, here's his website, this guy. So the actual eye part, you pay for that PDF. And it gives you a whole bunch of stuff. But you actually can get his Harmony Fundamentals, I'm pretty sure for free. You can get the free PDF. I mean, like, cool, right? Definitely needs some work, but like, come on. Look how easy I'm manipulating this eye. I wonder if you could even hook it up to like a master controller, or if you would even need to. All right, let's see. You probably don't want to move the deformers around every time the character blinks, so I have a few suggestions making the process easier. Create a simple master controller. Blink, I would use the master slider, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so whatever. The blink, you can set up a master controller. What I want to do is he does the profile view. In order to get the same mechanics for the profile position, it's actually quite easy. First, create a simple 4-point envelope deformer around the eye shape. Okay. I might need a display here. But it actually be just so funny if Israel Adesanya just comes back and then he loses, like to Turkis or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like after all this hype.
That would be fun.
Or he loses to Sean Strickland again. Okay. What the heck? Okay, so I guess you put a deformer on this. Yeah, and I really want to see how to integrate this with a character. I'm going to try that after. I have a few characters that I want to build. So I'm going to try and integrate this eye and this flesh kind of thing. Because it is cool. It is very cool. Okay. To create the actual profile position, first get the main squish by selecting the eye master peg. Move the temporary pivot. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to keyframe that. Keyframe this. Let's do normal display. The eye master peg, which is probably this thing. Okay. And I guess the pivot point is always in this right spot. We want to squash the eye. We can move this here. I mean, that's kind of weird though. Then correct the shape of the eye using the deformation into position. Oh, he did it the other way. I mean, I actually don't know if this is helpful. I really don't. I've seen like on the Discord, what's his name? Sled TV. We were looking at another way we saw on YouTube how to rig an eye like this. It seems it maybe is more flexible. Maybe it's just the way I'm drawing the eye. Okay, there's the profile. To get the lid working correctly, scale the lid peg so that the middle point hangs over the end. Okay. So we scale it up. We move it there. And then you have a nice profile. Oh, that's cool. That is cool though. And it gives you like really quick blinks as well. That looks really cool, actually. If you want lashes, you can add these very easily using a point kinematic output. I probably wouldn't add lashes. And that's it, guys. Damn. So that took us an hour and 25 minutes. And we got a nice I. So I wonder what happens. How do I get it back? If I reset this and then I grab, whoops, these deformers, reset the deformers, everything kind of goes back to normal. That's a thing though. If I reset the eye deformer, it no longer, well, let's see. Like, I guess you could just draw it normally. Oh, what is going on now? I don't know what I just did. I'm pressing this. Oh no. What did I just do? I reset something, and now I can't move this eye. Let's see if I can undo back to where it was before. No. Okay, here we go. Oh, I must have pressed something. Now the deformers are going crazy.
This is just playing on a loop, dude.
We've seen this fight. There we go. So now it's back. I don't exactly know. See, like stuff like that, I'm gonna need to do some more research to figure out the bugs like that. See, because let's go. Actually, let's see. If I just grab individually now, I think I moved this one, so I'll reset that back to normal. I'll grab these. I'll reset this back. If I reset this, oh no, we're still good. And it moves that. See, but I guess you lose it if it goes too far. Very interesting, guys. What do you think? What do you think about this? Like I think once I figured out a good way to do this, you could probably just like quickly just drop eyes into your scene. And it's really like fleshy and cool. It doesn't even have a bottom lid, which is strange. Surjeet, what do you, from the other video I learned to mask eyeballs and eye shape, how to maneuver eyeball movement. Yeah, exactly. This I just learned this from that Ollie guy. So I'm gonna keep practicing this, and hopefully I get to a place where I can create a template for you guys, and you can really use that. So it all comes down to, I think, from what I've seen by doing this, is these little multi-sphere eye things. If you're gonna make an eye like this, that seems like the way to go. But I love it. Okay, let's try something now though. Let me see if I can make two eyes. So if we just go now, we group this, right? I wonder if we can just clone it like a regular eye. Hang on a second. Let me ungroup that. Right? Let's nodes, drawings only. We'll give this a peg. And let's see. I wonder, like, when we flip this, it flips in the same spot. There we go. Now we got two eyes. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's cool though. And like it almost looks like, look at that. Oh, that's awesome. The way they deform. Ooh. and like couple this with some master controllers. And I guess it works well with detailed eyes because you can have all this detail. Like that's probably the whole point. But the thing is though, well, you can. Oh, what was that? See? What happened there? That's happening again. I wonder why. Like it works fine. When you move this. Okay. So that's what it seems like though. You can't move any piece of the eye, which is strange. Maybe I gotta message him about it.
Who?
The guy who made this Ollie guy. Like
One guy made it?
Yeah, this guy's a friggin' wizard. He made like, I don't know how he does it, man.
I don't know how he does.
But it seems strange. Like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, see?
There's no attack on my chair before he moves, and after he moves, there's attack.
I just love it. It looks cool. It really like how do you figure this out? It looks like it's like 3D. Do you see it, Claude? Ooh, ooh.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
You know, that's sick.
Yeah.
But then I accidentally messed it up here.
He's got a lazy eye.
Oh man. Nice, guys. So I think I'm gonna call it for today. We got through the eyes. I'm actually surprised they worked as well as it did. I thought we were gonna run into more issues, but I'll be working on this. Maybe next week we'll go over. He has so many, so I'm just gonna be working through his tutorials, and we might as well do it live. So I'm gonna do them live, and then I'll kind of perfect the process and release a bunch of templates for you guys and simplified tutorials as well. But that might take a while because it's a lot of stuff to get through. But if in the meantime, check out his website. He's got a bunch of cool stuff there, and yeah, it's really awesome. He's really pushing the boundaries, and I think a lot of his stuff, like once you do it, you just create a template and you can use it wherever you want. So it's pretty cool. What else? Other updates on this channel. I'm working on a few other videos. We're doing that fight scene as well. So I'm also going to be trying to live stream that. I'm just kind of setting up the files and getting them ready to go. Our Discord is still good, guys. You can join that if you want. Post your art, get some feedback. And if you're a member of this channel, you can get access to these live streams. Normally, these live streams that I'm doing now, the replays are going to be available to members only. So if you want to have access to them after, you can sign up as a member. You get also extra perks and other extra resources as well. So check that out if you're interested. If not, doesn't matter. You can still learn live on these streams. All right, guys. Thanks for, joining. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll try and do one next week or something. All right, guys. Ciao.